All right. 3-6 matchup here. Storm facing Edina. We played Edina yesterday in the first game. Storm wins the opening draw. Up defending the offensive zone. Then go back out by Edina. Pass across near side corner. Edina to the bumper spot. That shot saved. Rebound far side. Up to the wing. Gets up and out. Pass goes off of a shin pad. Edina collects in the neutral zone. Just gate in. Turned over there. Done cleared by the Storm. Long shot by Edina. Saved by the Storm. Turned over at the line. Goalie sticks the puck to the corner. Gets by Edina. No ice and foot race for it. Edina gets to it first. So send it around. Out to neutral zone. Storm with it. Backhander goes wide. Puck sent to the point. Set up in by the Storm. D to D. Shot on net. Save. Rebound to the corner. Storm in front looking for backdoor play. That doesn't connect. This puck shot. Goalie makes the save. Face off won by Storm. Kicked out of the zone by Edina. Storm moves the puck. 2-on-1 for Edina. Cut back to the middle. Breakaway shot there. Edina pounces on a loose puck. Gets an early 1-0 lead. 14:48 left here in the first. Storm need to bounce back. Win the draw. To the middle. Storm into the zone. That shot wide. Comes around to the point on the near side. That shot tipped in front. Second attempt sent wide. Edina picks up, turns it over at the line. Storm is puck in the zone. That shot saved. Face off won by the Storm. Down to the half boards on the near side. That shot high and wide. Pass across the middle, cut off by Edina. Turn over Storm with it. She'll dump it in off of the skate. Rolls near side behind the net. Battle there for it. Comes in front. Can't get a stick on it. Edina collects. Tips it up the board. And out of the zone. Storm first to it. Able to get out of the zone. Pass to the wing, tips to the corner. Giants in the middle, they're able to escape. Dump it and go for a change. Storm pick it up in their zone. Around the back of the net. Storm into the zone. Shot. Oh, you get a whistle. I don't know what the whistle's for. Offside. Yep. Really late offside whistle. Edina wins the faceoff. Then we'll go D to D and get out. Gets behind the defender. Edina looks to the middle. Storm sends the puck over at the line. Edina sends it in deep. Storm player to it on the far corner. Gets behind the defender. Turnover. Edina will dump it. Neutral zone collected by Edina. Brought into the zone. In the slot. Backhand gets cut off. Storm able to clear. Storm with turnover. Around the defender. In front. Shot save. Rebound. Scores. Storm pounce on a loose puck. They'll level the game at 1. 11:33 left here in the first. Goal scored by number 12, Meyer. Face off won by Edina. Sent into the zone. Storm work out. Cross to the wing. Into the offensive zone. That shot off of the body in front. That's a loose puck. Goes up to the point. That comes out of the zone. Storm with the puck in their zone. Good protection. Loses it as she enters. Onside. Stein is able to clear the zone. Puck comes out of the zone. Storm back in. Turned over and cleared by Edina. Storm will dump the puck in and go to work. Edina's first to it. Cut off there. In front. Gruesome skates. Comes to the point. That pass doesn't connect. Goes to the far side. Edina with it there. Cut back to the middle. Some space, cuts in. Loses the hand on it. Gets the shot off. Puts a pass to the middle. Shot. That's blocked in front by the Storm player, and they're able to clear it out. Edina retreats to their own zone. Go up the boards. Storm with it. Loses the puck. Shot off the side of the net. Rebound comes in front. Cleared up to the wing. Storm were able to get it out. Storm dumps the puck. Make a change. Edina with it. Challenge there by the Storm player. Up to the point. Shot off a body in front goes wide. Edina to it on the half-court near side. Her pass behind the player. No icing, won't go far enough, so we'll have to retreat, get it in there soon. Up the middle. Trying to get the puck out. Controlling their zone. Turn it over at the line. Edina dumps it in deep. So we got matching penalties here. Skate 5-on-5. Did not see a signal on what those calls are. I'm going to guess just roughing is behind the play. So face off won by Edina. Oh, in case that doesn't come across the microphone, it was 2 minutes coincidental for roughing. Skating 5 aside, 7:48 left in the first, 4-1-1. Face off won by Edina. That shot off of a body in front. Storm can't exit the zone. Now they're able to get the puck out. Edina with the neutral zone. Dumps it in the near side corner. She'll go get it. Pass up to the point. Shot from there, tipped on net. Goalie covers. Face off won by Edina. That shot off of a Storm player's skate comes out of the zone. Battled along the near boards for it, sent to the corner. Up to the point, shot by Edina. That's onto a Storm stick. She's able to clear. Edina will have to retreat to their end. Pass in front. Loose puck. On net, save. Rebound is going to come to the near side. Storm able to clear. Edina dumps it in. Up to the point. Pass back down to the low corner. Edina up to the point. Shot off the skate. Can't clear. Fire shot off the board. Length of the ice. We'll get icing. 5:57 left. Face off won by Edina. stolen by the Storm. Brings the puck into the zone. Look, pass across, cut off by Edina. Flicks behind the net, she'll go to the half boards on the near side. Banks it off the boards around the defender. I'll go for icing. Face off, won by the Storm. Shot off of an Edina stick. They're able to clear. Storm with it. Into the zone. Pass in front. Shot, save, rebound. Storm has it. They go in front. That's cut off by Edina. Another pass in front, finds skate. Edina collects. They're able to skate out. Head pass up. Storm in around the defender. Backhand, save, rebounds loose. Storm stick, that shot tipped high and over the net. Storm with puck up to the point. Shot off of a shin pad and then blocked in front. And Edina is able to escape. Storm with puck in the neutral zone. Go up same side boards. She'll move it at the line. Tips it near side. Storm will dump it in deep from there. Edina will puck behind their net, go around the far side. Up to the point, cut off by the Storm. Turnover. Edina is able to escape. Shot by Storms, blocked in front. She'll collect the puck behind, go behind the net. In front. Can't get a shot off. There it is. Tipped it over the goaltender. Ogren with the goal from Davis. Storm get their first lead of the game, 2-1, 3:30 left here in the first. Face off won by Edina, she'll chip it in. Storm collects and exit the zone. Neutral zone, Edina with the puck. Around the defense. Shot saved by Kansas City. Face off won by the Storm, turned over. Half board, she'll dump it down. That's an icing. Face off won by Storm. They're able to exit the zone, and Edina's going to pick it up. Back and forth in the neutral zone. Storm collects, dump it in. Edina first to the puck. Pass goes up the boards. Chip behind the defender. Numbers coming back into the zone. Storm recovering a good lane. Pick up. Storm with space. In, shot wide. Edina on the puck. Turned over. Storm. Shot tipped on net. Goalie makes the save. Edina will tip the puck off the boards. Foot race for it. No icing. Storm will be first to the puck. Cuts back up the board. Chipped off. Edina will dump it. Kansas City will collect in their zone. Pass to the wing. Far side up the gut. Turned over. Edina is able to get it back into the zone. Storm with control into the offensive zone. Heads around the back of the net. Loses the handle on it. Edina will collect and exit the zone. Storm right back in. It's some space shot off of the shin pass. Edina is able to wrap it around the boards and clear. Storm will have to exit the zone. D2D then up the wing. Turned over. Edina with it. She'll dump it into the far corner. Goes behind the net. Edina will reverse course, come to the near side. And then send it up and out. No icing. Horn sounds, end of the first period. Storm with a 2-1 lead. Face off won by Edina. Start the second here. Turn over. Kansas City with it. That pass doesn't connect. Edina's able to clear the zone. Storm onside. Pass to the wing. That shot off of a body in front. Down to the near side half boards, and she'll chip it down. A little far enough for icing. Face off won by Edina. Puts up the boards, cut off there to the point. That shot's partially blocked, and Edina will collect. Into the zone. Shot, save, rebound. Kansas City behind the net. Turned over, shot, save. Storm pick up a puck. Turned over in the Hornets zone. Edina with the puck into the offensive zone. Puck to the middle, shot, glove save. Face off. Won by Edina, collected there by Kansas City. That'll go in offside. Face off won by Kansas City. Shot in on net from the neutral zone. Kansas City steals the puck, tries to go in front, goes off the net. Puck's loose behind, into the corner, brought back behind the net. In front, Edina clears it out to the neutral zone. Point to point, back into the offensive zone for Storm. Puck chipped up into the bench. He'll whistle it out of play. 14:54 left in the second. Face off won by the Storm. Into the zone, turned over. Edina with it. They will chip it in. Puck comes out of the zone. Back to neutral zone. Edina's got to collect there. Stolen away from her, chipped into the offensive zone. Storm collect there. Storm ridden off the puck. Pass in front, blocked by the Edina player. Edina escapes. 3-on-1 into the zone. Shot, glove save. Face off won by Edina. That shot gobbled up by the goaltender. Face off won by Edina. She'll dump it in behind the net. Storm first to the puck there. She goes up the boards. No one over there to help her out. Edina's pass across to the near side. Shot in on net, tipped and saved. Face off won by Edina. That shot rolls in on net after it goes off of a shin pad. Face off won by the Storm. Reverses play to the far side. Cut off there by Edina. Turned over. Storm with it. 2-on-1 if they hurry. To the middle. Shot off of a stick. Rolls in on net. Rebound attempt towards the net, and she'll reach out and cover. Face off won by the Storm. Up to the point. Pass to the middle. Backhand goes wide off of a skate. Edina with it. Tries to get out. Can't do it. Puck's rolled in on net, and goalie will make the cover. Face off won by Edina. To the corner. So go up the boards. Not out. Not out yet. To the center. Slot. Shot. Save. Rebound. Sent wide. Puck sent up to the point. Right back to the half boards. Pass in front. Scores! What a play. Pass to the bumper, and the bumper finds a backdoor dump in. Storm take a 3-1 lead, 12:30 left in the second. Number 12, Meyer, with her second of the game. Face-off won by Kansas City. Into the zone offside. Face-off won by Edina. She'll chip off the board. Neutral zone, Storm with the puck. Pass behind the skater. Turned over. Edina into the zone. Around the defender. Pass in front off of the skate. Rebound attempt goes off the side of the net. Goalie covers. Face-off won by Edina. No room to make a shot. She'll bring it down to the corner. Look in front off the goalie's stick. Cleared out by the defense. Forwards long. Point shot tipped on net. Goalie makes the save. Shot blocked by the Storm defender. Comes back to the neutral zone. Edina with it. Into the zone. Pass back. Thrown away by Kansas City. Kept in the zone by the Edina. Edina with it past the slot. That shot off of the skate goes wide. In front. Shot. And covered. 11:15 left in the second. 3-1 Storm. Face off won by the Storm. Up the boards, turned over. And the half boards on the far side. That pass in front. Sitting in the slot. Collected by Kansas City. Storm are able to exit. With control through the neutral zone. Offensive zone. Shot off of a stick. Goes to the far corner. Edina goes up the boards with it. We're going to get our first power play of the game. Storm to the box for an elbowing call. So Kansas City with the 2-goal lead is going to have to fill off a penalty. Face off won by Edina. Shot off of a body in front. Second attempt rolls in on net and covered. Face off won by Edina. Strong wind comes out of the zone. Storm to the puck. Short-handed shot goes wide. Rebound comes all the way around to an Edina player on the opposite side. She'll chip it into the zone. Storm will collect and clear. Edina with time and space in the neutral zone. Cuts into the zone. Long shot by Edina's wide. Cut back, cut off by the Storm. Able to dump it down. Edina collecting their zone. They go up the far side. Turned over. Exits the zone. Edina's pass doesn't connect. They'll have to go back to their zone to collect it. Pass up the middle. Stolen by the Storm. And then turned over at the line. Dumped in by Kansas City. Far side corner. 40 seconds left on the penalty kill. Around the back of the net, backhand. Goalie's got it covered. Finally get a whistle. .23 seconds left on the penalty. 9:12 left in the second. 3-1 Storm. Face-off won by Edina. That shot blocked. Spun around. Storm with it. With control, skates it out. Shot goes wide. Near side corner, picked up by Edina there. She'll go behind the net. And chip it out. Storm back to full strength. Up the board. Left out of the zone. Chipped right back in by Edina. Storm will pick it up in their zone. Deep. Goes up the board. Can't get it out. Pass in front. Shot off of a skate. Goes wide. Oh, good opportunity in the slot. Big save there for Kansas City. Storm collect. Exit the zone. Pass to the middle. Now comes to the near side boards. And then dumps to the far side. Edina will collect it there. Storm making a change. Edina dumps it into the zone. Storm will be first to the puck. Up the board. Good center spot. Loses the hand on the pass, and Edina's able to clear it back. Puck goes off of a stick out of play. 7:25 left in the second. Face off won by Edina. Storm into the zone. Shots wide. Rebound. Spin around. Kept in by Kansas City. That pass across the goal mouth doesn't connect. Edina with this. Tries to go out. Got off by Kansas City there. Puck pumps to the near side corner, and Edina's going to keep it on this side. He goes up, and they're able to clear the zone. Gets in the neutral zone. Storm will collect. Loses the puck. Gets it back and sends it around to the far side. Puck sent out. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Around the defender. In. Shot. Save. Rebound. Shot blocked. Edina rolls it around. This side, no one there, so it'll come all the way out. Sent back in off side. Touch shot. Storm right back in. Storm puck in front. Shot blocked. High falls down in the far corner. Edina's going to try the near side. Cut off by Kansas City. Pass across shot. Goalie reaches out and covers. Face off won by Kansas City. Shot blocked in front. Follow-up opportunity goes wide. Rebound comes to Kansas City. Up to the point. That shot saved. Kick to the corner. Puck there. Comes up the point. That shot in on net. Save. Rebound with another chance. Half boards. Shipped out. Numbers back. 2-on-1 for Edina. Good stick there to break it up. Edina with the puck. Shot, saved, rebound loose. Cleared up and out. Kansas City to the puck. Works it in. Shot, saved. Face off won by Kansas City. To the point, loses it there. Neutral zone battle for the puck. Here on the near side. Storm skate away with it. And shot, blocker save. Rebound, Storm player from behind the net. Tries to get it in front. Comes up to the point. Long shot save. Edina on a rebound, clears it up, can't get it out. Edina away, that shot goes wide. Turned over by the Storm player. To the wing, shot saved. Rebound. Net's off. Face off won by Edina. Good foot race won by Kansas City. Strips down, no call. Oh, now he's got his arm up. Shot, save, rebound, puck's loose. Is he actually going to make the call? I don't know. Now he's got her. Storm to their first power play of the game. Still with a 2-goal lead. 3:32 left in the second. Face off won by Edina. Short circle behind the defender. Short-handed rush to it. Her pass across, no one there. Storm collect there. Go up the wing. Losing the puck in the neutral zone. Storm with the puck in their zone. Pass goes off of the skate. Storm dump it in. Edina to a loose puck. Cuts it across the middle. Short-handed, looks across the goal mouth. No one there. Storm will collect, go off the boards. All the way out. Edina's got it in their zone. D looks to the middle. Storm with it. Can't connect on that pass. Edina's going to control there. And they'll dump it to clear. 50 seconds left in the power play. Tipped into the zone. Storm with it. To the middle. Shot wide. Rebound. Right around the back of the net. Goes off the side of the net. Storm up to the point. Shot there. Blocked in front. Edina clears it up to the point, but not out. And Storm will go at another chance. Pass down low. That shot off the side of the net. Looks like the net's off, so that's what that whistle was for. 1:46 left in the period. 15 seconds left in the power play. Face off won by Kansas City. Shot off the draw. Goalie makes the save. Face off won by Kansas City. Puck to the corner. Can't say with control. Brings her on the back of the net. Up to the point. Fans on the shot. Pass to the far side. That shot's blocked. Comes back to the point. Kansas City shot there. Goalie makes the save. Sends it to the corner. Pass in front. No Storm player there. Edina's going to get it and clear the zone. They're back to full strength. Kansas City retrieves the puck in their zone. Goes up the boards, and no one's on that side. Edina player with it. Into the middle. Has it stick away from her. 1 minute left. In the second period. Pass in front. Edina shot. Saved. Face-off won by Kansas City. Storm will go around the boards with it. No one there yet. Edina's going to win that. They'll try again, keeping it on the near side. Chip up to the point. Loses the handle on it. Edina keeps it in. Pass in front. Goalie sends it behind the net. Another in front opportunity. Cleared away by Kansas City. Storm are able to get it out. But in the neutral zone, 10 seconds left. In. Pass to the middle. Shot. Score! Five seconds left. Late second period goal. Combs with a shot from the slot. Gives Kansas City a 4-1 lead here in the very tail seconds of the second period. Face-off won by Kansas City. Turned over Edina into the zone. Horn sound. Second period ends. Welcome to the intermission. This is your 15-minute potty break, coffee break, whiskey break. It's afternoon. You can drink. I give you permission. We'll be back with you guys in about 15 minutes. All right, third period. Face off won by Edina, turned over, Storm with it, dumped it in. 4-1 Storm. Storm into the zone, pass to the middle, can't connect. Edina picks up a loose puck, clears the zone. Lots of speed, through in there, 2-on-1, in shot. That's saved by the goaltender. Behind the net, Storm go up the board. That shot's wide. Half boards far side. Dino send it behind the net. Left it there. Tries to dump it back. Can't do that. Cut off by the Storm, and they'll clear it out. Dine in their zone will go far side wing. Into the zone. Lose the handle on it. Shot off of body in front. Storm's able to send it up and out of the zone. Dine with the puck up the near side board. Pass to the middle. 2-on-2. Holds around the defender and loses the puck. Storm try to go off the boards. Cut off by Edina there. Cut back. Shot. Glove save. Face off won by Edina. Shot cut off by the defender. Kramer able to clear a loose puck. Foot race for it. Edina wins the race. So puck go behind the net and then up the boards and out. Loose puck collected by Kansas City and dumped it. Edina clears it all the way out. We're making a change. Left in the neutral zone. Storm to the puck behind the net. In front. Cut off by Edina. Quick reflex, goes up the boards. Shot. Save. Rebound to the corner, and Edina goes up the boards with it. Shot up, not out. Dumped in. With a whistle. Face-off won by Kansas City. Past the half boards, loses it there. Sent up and out of the zone. Storm right back in. Edina with it. She'll go behind the net. Pass it up the half board far side. Cut off by Kansas City. Storm in front. Blair's going to reach out and make the save. Cover the puck. Not really a save. It was just a loose puck in front. She's fine. 13:50 left. Storm lead 4-1. Face-off won by the Storm. Shot blocked. Hornets with it. Both refs with their arms up. We're going to get a holding call, I'm guessing. Come on. I need these refs to make signals for me so I know what they're thinking. Give me the signal. Thank you. Holding. Storm to the penalty kill. Face off won by Edina. That shot off of the stick goes to the near side into the corner. Edina with it, shot off of the shin pad. Edina tries the far side, Storm there for it. Fans on the outlet, second attempt able to get it out. Edina picks up the puck in the neutral zone, dumps it in, Storm with it there. Pass up to the center slot, then jumps in on net. Edina with the puck. Long pass up to the lane. In the middle, cut back, loses it there. Sends it around the back of the net, and Edina will be there to get it. Simon's face looks through the middle, that doesn't connect. And it's cleared out. Goalie plays it to her defender, up the boards. Shot in by Edina. Storm pass to the middle, cut off. They'll have to try again. Storm with the puck. They're able to get out of the zone. Loses the puck in the neutral zone. Edina with it. Dumped in. Goalie comes out to play it, keeps it on this side in the corner. Storm up the boards with it. Can't get it out. Try the far side. Storm back to full strength. And with control of the puck. Skates it up, cuts back to the middle. In front, tips just wide. Edina with it, cleared it out. Storm with a shot on goal there. Follow-up attempt on net. Goalie makes the save. .11:08 left. Storm 4, Hornets 1. Face-off won by Kansas City. The pass doesn't connect to the far side defender. They'll have to retreat to the neutral zone. Chipped in. Shot, save. Goalie sticks it to the corner. Near side up the boards. Puck comes out of the neutral zone. Storm with it behind the net. Up the board. Back in, onside. Good recovery there by the Hornets to get back onside. They'll pass to the middle. Going off there. Storm with control. Has it stolen away from her. Pass, shot, save, rebound, loose in front, cleared away by Kansas City. Storm to the puck. They're able to send it up and out. No icing. Hornets sitting in their zone. Storm with the puck in the neutral zone. Onside. Send it to the near side half boards. She'll collect there. Hornets go up the near side. In, shot. Tipped on. Save there. Face-off won by Edina. Cut back in the zone here on the near side. It's up the boards, kept in by Kansas City. Battle on the boards for it. This puck sent down. That one will be enough for an item. Face off won by Edina. Goes behind the net, chips it up the board. Cut off there by Kansas City. Dumped out of the zone. Kansas City will get to the puck in their zone. Up the board near side. Edina controls. Turned over. Storm with it. Able to clear it. Storm with the puck. That shot off of the skate. Dumped down by Edina. We're up neutral zone. Control. Storm with it. Into the zone. She'll cut back. Get chopped down. Storm with the puck. That's off the side of the net. Wraparound attempt doesn't go. Puck comes high, and Edina is able to exit. Sends the puck around in the back of the net. Shot, the pass goes off of the skate. Comes to the near side. Storm with control there. They're able to exit. Edina in, shot. Close save by the goaltender. Comes to the corner. Edina with control there. Back in front. Stick by the goaltender. Cuts that off. Storm are able to clear. Pass tipped into the zone by the Storm. Puck battles for in the corner. Storm away with it. Put in front. No one really there for it. And try the opposite side. Storm to the middle. Backhand off of the Hornet stick. Edina picks it up. Moves it. Pass goes off the back of the net. Edina's left there. They're able to get it out. Out to the neutral zone. Kansas City delays, brings it back into the offensive zone, goes around the back of the net. Extra pass option. Comes out of the zone. Kansas City's outside to touch up. Touch up now, Orange starts to move it up. Turned over. Some space here for Kansas City. On the back of the net, in front, no one there for it. Pass to the point, goes through a Hornet skate. They'll pick it up in the neutral zone. Skated in, shot going wide. Pass up the boards to the middle. Going with control. Into the zone. Pass off of the skate, goes behind the Storm player. And Edina is able to exit. Kansas City with it. 1-on-4 in, shot blocked. Rebounds loose. Near side. Puck's battled for there. Edina skates away with it. Turned over, Kansas City with it. Still lose the handle on it. Comes a board battle here on the near side. Outlet attempt by Edina goes. Won't go for icing. Storm will have to collect in their zone. Storm with control. Pass goes behind the player. Edina will collect in their zone. Storm chips it around the defender. In. Shot. Save. .407 left. 4-1 the score. Kansas City with the lead. Face off won by Edina. Then up to the point, not out. Storm with a pass to the middle. Loses the handle on it. Now Hornets are able to chip it up and out. Tips, so no icing. Kansas City collects in their zone around the back of the net. Far side. Tipped in. Edina's there to collect it. Their outlets cut off by Kansas City. That shot goes off of the skate. Loose puck picked up by Edina, 2-on-1. Edina into the zone. Cut back, good stick by Kansas City to steal that one away. Edina sends it around the back of the net. Kansas City's there to pick it up. Up the board. Not out, kept in by Edina. Control, shot, save. Sticks the puck behind the net, in front, and go. Kansas City with the puck. That pass comes across. The goal match, so collect on here on the near side. Able to get it up and out. In, shot, save. .229 left. Face off won by Kansas City. Shot off of the stick. Bounces behind the net. Edina picks up a loose puck, skates it up, sends it out. Neutral zone. Puck thrown away by Kansas City, and they'll dump it in far side. Hornets. Edina's long pass tips. Go into the zone. Storm will move it around to the near side. Edina with it. Shot, glove save. Puck's loose in front. Cleared out to the sideboard. Dumped up and out by Kansas City. Edina collects in their zone. Around the back of the net, looks for options. Comes near side neutral zone. Dumped out by Edina. Kansas City with puck. Start moving it out. 1 minute left. Kansas City with the puck. Tipped in by Edina. Cleared out by Kansas City. Storm with it into the zone. Has it knocked away from him. They'll go to the corner, retrieve it. In front. Edina player there. Still collect. Skates it out. Loose puck picked up by Edina. Shot save rebounds behind the net. Storm with it there. 10 seconds left off the boards. Loses it. That shot goes wide by Edina. Comes to the near side. Kansas City with a 4-1 win in the first of the bracket games.